The skies above the Helios colony were clear that morning, its twin suns spilling golden fire across glass towers and fertile plains. Families prepared for work in the orbital yards, children ran through the artificial parks, and farmers tended the wide lattices of hydroponics that had made Helios a jewel among Earth's colonies. They did not see the warships until they were already upon them. Vessels of the Vedrak Dominion cut through orbit, sleek and cruel, their hulls engraved with the sigils of 100 conquered peoples. The ships did not broadcast warnings. They did not demand surrender. They opened fire. Columns of light fell like spears from heaven, slicing through orbital defenses and tearing cities apart in sheets of plasma. The ground itself boiled, turning farmland into blackened ash. The Helios Planetary Guard fought bravely, but their rail batteries and interceptor wings shattered like glass under the onslaught. When the last city shield collapsed, Vedrak ground forces descended in burning dropships. They walked through the ruins as if among insects, laughing in their guttural tongue. Survivors were herded into plazas, their pleas drowned beneath the Dominion's anthem. "Helios burns because humanity presumes to rise too quickly," declared Overlord Trazek, his voice magnified across the smoldering colony. "Earth breeds too boldly, too widely. Let this be their lesson. The gods of war are not theirs to challenge." Before the gathered survivors, he ordered the execution of the colony's governor. The shot rang out beneath the alien banners, a single act meant to shatter human pride. The Dominion ships withdrew soon after, leaving smoking ruins and echoes of laughter in their wake. Helios was gone, and the galaxy watched. Mockery and the thrones of conquerors. News of Helios's destruction traveled faster than light. It reached neutral worlds, trading ports, and the secret courts of alien empires. Most whispered caution, for humanity, though young, had proven resilient in their rise among the stars, but the Dominion was unafraid. In their great citadels, the Vedrak lords celebrated. They drank from chalices of molten metal, feasting in the shadows of statues carved from the bones of conquered titans. "Our strike was clean," Trazek boasted before his court. "The humans wailed, and yet Earth does nothing. Their fleets sit idle. Their envoys beg for peace in hollow councils. They will gnash their teeth, but they will not fight. Their weakness is their leash." The chamber erupted in guttural laughter. The Vedrak had destroyed greater civilizations than Earth. To them, humanity was still a fledgling species, untempered, unblooded by the true horrors of the galaxy. The Dominion's historians recorded the burning of Helios as a minor conquest, barely worth a chapter in their annals. Some among the galactic community shared that arrogance. "Earth will do nothing," alien commentators declared in their holofeeds. "They are too civilized, too bound by treaties and mercy. They will mourn, but they will not retaliate." The Dominion believed itself untouchable. They believed Earth's silence meant fear. They were wrong. The silence breaks. In the shadows of Sol, the fleet stirred. Earth's response did not begin with words. It began with silence, the quiet shifting of titanic hulls from their dry docks around Jupiter, the awakening of carriers long kept in reserve, and the sudden blackout of human military networks. Civilian broadcasts went dark. Trade fleets changed course. Borders hardened. Those who had studied humanity's history whispered warnings in hushed tones. They knew the silence of Earth was never peace. It was the stillness before a storm. The first signal came not from diplomats but from warships. Across Dominion space, scattered colonies and outposts began reporting the same message. A human transmission, repeated in every known tongue. "We heard your laughter. We saw what you did to Helios. We are coming." The Vedrak laughed again, louder this time. "Let them come," they said. "What is Earth compared to us? What are their fleets compared to the weapons of gods?" But unease spread in the shadows. Scouts reported human ships, moving in disciplined silence, their formations vast, their carriers hidden behind shields darker than void. No merchant vessels, no diplomatic envoys, only war machines in motion. The Dominion dismissed these reports as exaggeration. They could not fathom the truth. When the sky itself turned to iron, it began on the fringe world of Calveth, a Dominion stronghold thought unassailable. The first human dreadnought entered orbit without fanfare, its mass so great that the sensors of the planet mistook it for a small moon. Then came another, and another. Within minutes, the skies above Calveth were blackened with Earth's fleets. Their hulls bore no decoration, no sigils, only the cold gleam of iron. The Vaedrak defenders scrambled, confident in their planetary shields. But Earth's first volley was not of missiles nor plasma. It was kinetic. Tungsten rods accelerated to fractions of light speed, falling like the wrath of gods upon the shield generators. The impact was silent, faster than any sound could travel. In less than 3 seconds, the proud shields of Calveth cracked and fell. Then came the fire. Carriers vomited swarms of drone strike craft, wings upon wings descending like locusts, carving the Dominion fleets into shrapnel. Orbital guns unleashed storms of plasma so dense they painted the void white. Human marines, armored like walking tanks, descended in drop pods that struck the ground like meteors, rising from the craters with weapons that split cities in half. The battle lasted less than a day. Calveth, fortress world of the Dominion, ceased to exist. Across Dominion space, other strongholds fell just as swiftly. Earth did not raid. Earth did not conquer. Earth erased. The weight of vengeance. The galaxy had seen war before, but never like this. Where the Dominion had burned Helios with arrogance, Earth answered with a fury cold and calculated. Entire fleets were annihilated without warning. Human dreadnoughts appeared in orbit above capital worlds, unleashing storms that blotted out suns. The Dominion had prided itself on weapons forged by gods, planet breakers they believed unmatched. Yet Earth wielded simpler tools: rail cannons, kinetic strikes, swarms of drones. And yet, in their precision and sheer relentlessness, they proved heavier, deadlier, unstoppable. It was not only the firepower, it was the silence. Human fleets did not broadcast victory speeches. They did not taunt. They did not bargain. Each strike was cold, wordless, absolute. The Dominion's boasts crumbled into screams carried across fractured comms. World after world fell. And with each destruction, survivors whispered the same truth: Earth does not forgive. The last cry of the Dominion overlord. Trazek himself watched the storm approach. His throne world, Karza, glittered with defenses, planetary cannons, fleets numbering in the thousands, shield arrays said to rival the power of stars. He boasted still, broadcasting across the galaxy. Earth's wrath cannot touch us here. Their vengeance dies against the walls of gods. But when the humans came, they did not come with fleets alone. They came with silence, the dark horizon of 1,000 ships advancing in perfect formation. Their arrival blotted out constellations. The very void trembled. The battle was not a battle. It was an execution. The first human strike shattered the outer fleets in seconds. Orbital cannons fired, but their beams bent against shields reinforced. With technologies reverse-engineered from centuries of human adaptation, drop pods fell like endless rain, each one birthing armored soldiers who moved like death incarnate. The palace of Trazek shook as the ground itself split, kinetic bombardments tunneling into the planet's crust. Cities sank into molten fissures, oceans boiled away in clouds of steam. When the palace walls finally fell, it was not to alien gods, but to human marines. They dragged the overlord from his throne, his boasts drowned by the thunder of Earth's retribution. His last words were never recorded, only his scream. Ashes. In the void, when the fires subsided, the Dominion was gone. Entire star systems lay in ruin, their banners reduced to drifting ash. The galaxy, once filled with laughter at Earth's expense, now fell silent. In trading hubs and shadowed courts, no one spoke above a whisper. Stories spread of fleets so vast they swallowed suns, of soldiers who moved like storms, of weapons heavier than anything the Dominion's so-called gods had ever wielded. But the most terrifying story was not of the battles, nor of the weapons. It was of Earth's silence. Humanity did not gloat. They did not boast. They did not broadcast victory speeches. They returned their fleets to Sol without a word, leaving only the ruins behind as their answer. Among the survivors, one phrase spread from system to system, a warning etched in dread: never provoke Earth again. For the galaxy had learned what Helios had cost them all. Humanity's patience is vast, their mercy deep. But their vengeance is infinite.